When you think of Nevada, you probably picture Las Vegas, the neon glow, the endless entertainment, the sound of slot machines. But that's only one part of the story, a recent chapter in a much longer book. Look beyond the famous Strip, and you'll find a different Nevada. It's a land of vast, silent deserts, towering, sharp-edged mountains that scrape against an impossibly blue sky. The air is dry. The light is brilliant. This state is more than just a destination. It's a landscape defined by dramatic change. Its story is one of transformation, of how a remote and rugged wilderness became a center of American industry. Engineering. Long before the first maps were drawn by outsiders, this land was home. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples inhabited the valleys and mountains that would become Nevada. Northern Paiute, Southern Paiute, Washoe, Western Shoshone. Not monolithic, a complex tapestry of bands and families, each with a deep connection to specific territory. They understood the land intimately. They knew where to find water in dry seasons, where to hunt bighorn sheep in high country, where to gather pine nuts from the pinyon groves, lives tuned to subtle environmental shifts. They moved with the seasons, following desert resources. Pyramid Lake, a remnant of ancient Lake La Hontan, a vital center providing abundant fish. Evidence etched into the landscape. Petroglyphs, ancient art carved into rock faces. Animals, human figures. Abstract symbols, windows into a world long before Europeans. For centuries, the vast territory of the Great Basin was a blank space on European maps, labeled simply as an unexplored region. Spain was the first to lay a distant claim to the area, though its influence barely reached into the harsh interior. After 1821, the land became part of a newly independent Mexico, but it remained largely untrafficked by anyone other than its native inhabitants. That began to change in the 1820s and 1830s. American fur trappers and adventurers, driven by commerce and curiosity, started to push their way into the formidable deserts and mountains, searching for new routes and new opportunities. These were some of the first non-native people to see this landscape up close. Men like Jedediah Smith, a legendary mountain man, forged paths across the state in the late 1820s, enduring incredible hardship. Dehydration and starvation were constant threats. Following in their wake came government-sponsored expeditions. The goal was no longer just fur, but knowledge. One of the most important figures in this period was John C. Fremont, who in the 1840s with Scout Kit Carson mapped routes and documented the Great Basin. His reports named features like Pyramid Lake and the Humboldt River, putting Nevada on the map. The destiny of Nevada changed overnight in 1859. For years, miners found gold, but a heavy, bluish-gray gunk kept clogging their equipment. They cursed it and tossed it aside. That blue stuff turned out to be silver ore, incredibly rich. This discovery became known as the Comstock Lode, one of the most significant precious metal strikes in American history. Word spread like wildfire. A massive rush flooded in. Prospectors, financiers, speculators. Mining camps sprang up with names like Virginia City and Gold Hill. Chaotic shanties, saloons, and assay offices clung to steep slopes. Virginia City became the epicenter, bustling, violent, fantastically wealthy. Fortunes were made and lost in a single day. After the great mining booms faded, Nevada entered a period of uncertainty. The population declined, the economy faltered. The silver was running out. Mining alone could not sustain Nevada's future. The state needed a new economic engine, and found one through federal investment and bold local legislation. The 20th century brought massive federal projects to the West. Nevada benefited. The first major intervention was the Newlands Project of 1903, among the earliest of the Bureau of Reclamation. Diverting water from the Truckee and Carson rivers created farmland in the La Hontan Valley near Fallon, a pioneering effort to reclaim desert for agriculture. A few decades later came the Hoover Dam. Built during the Great Depression, it tamed the Colorado, generated massive power, and supplied reliable water across the Southwest. Jobs drew thousands to the small railroad town of Las Vegas. Power and water fueled growth in Los Angeles, Phoenix, and most consequentially, Las Vegas. In 1931, amid hardship, Nevada legalized most forms of gambling. First, it drew dam workers, then tourists. Reno kept its biggest little city fame, but growth surged in the South. The seeds planted in the 1930s blossomed after World War II. Las Vegas experienced explosive growth. The Strip took shape along a highway south of downtown, as glamorous hotels and casinos rose from the desert floor. Fueled by tourism, celebrity performances, and an image of sophisticated, adult fun, Las Vegas became an international icon. Its skyline, neon and fantasy, symbolized an American dream built on luck, leisure, and limitless possibility. Growth has been relentless. Today, the Las Vegas metro holds over 2 million people, most of Nevada. The economy is dominated by hospitality and tourism, with massive resorts employing tens of thousands. But focusing only on the Strip misses the rest. Suburbs are home to families, schools, and businesses of every kind. Reno has evolved too, with a growing tech scene and outdoor culture in the Sierra Nevada. Even as tourism led, an older industry returned. New techniques sparked a modern gold rush, making Nevada a top gold producer on an industrial scale. This creates a fascinating duality, a state known for neon lights that is also a global leader in old-fashioned mining. The urban, the rural, the new, and the old define modern Nevada. It's among the fastest-growing states, drawing newcomers with opportunity, yet vast open spaces still dominate the map. Ranching traditions persist, and native heritage remains central. From ancient tribes to silver booms, dams, and neon lights, Nevada shows how desert land can be transformed by resources, federal projects, and tourism. But the landscape and native legacy endure. Want to dive deeper? In upcoming videos, we'll explore the Comstock Lode, Hoover Dam, and the rise of Las Vegas. To understand Nevada is to appreciate a powerful contrast, the quiet desert beside the brightest lights on Earth.